Go ahead, Tim.
So I'm suggesting a different approach. I think if we can really get some good diplomats in there to maneuver China into doing the dirty work for us, so that we don't have to hit them, but China removes the reason for us to have to hit them. That is, China goes in there and removes the nuclear threat to the United States.
Well, who would be the diplomats we send in there to do the
We
business
wouldn't
with China?
send in diplomats. This is a matter, it's not a matter of sending diplomats. This is a matter of maneuvering China. And already relations between North Korea and China have been deteriorating since the execution of Chang Song-tek, China's man in North Korea. And China has been, Xi Jinping is trying to demonstrate to his party that he's in control of North Korea, and North Korea is resisting that. And I think some good diplomats would be able to figure out a way, and some good military people would be able to figure out a way to get China to do the dirty work for us instead of us.
I mean, that would be great. If we could pull that off, that would be fantastic.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we have a still military-industrial complex that continue wants war. And they're continually pushing, but you got all these people around Trump. Oh my God, these neocons are ridiculous. They're just ridiculous. They can't have enough. They just gotta have more wars, more wars, more wars. It's just insane.
Already in April, when President Trump met Xi Jinping, he told Xi Jinping that you guys are going to take care of this. Of course, if you don't or you can't, if you can't or you won't, then we will do it. But we want you to take care of it.
I agree. That is really important. If we can pull that off, that would be great. It would be great not to have to use tactical nukes and blow up the entire peninsula, even though
I think the
top experts are now saying that's probably likely.
The recent sanctions against banks doing business with North Korea, that's hitting China. So that gives China motivation to step up in its game against North Korea and do something. But I don't think it's going to happen before October 18th. That's when the Chinese Communist Party is opening its National Congress, which is an extremely important event for Xi Jinping because he's trying to elevate himself to the level of Deng Xiaoping or Mao Zedong. I think,
Oh boy, yeah, that's dangerous, boy. The Mao Zedong.
So
77 million dead on him. Woo, man.
Xi Jinping is trying to elevate himself by putting his name, his ideology into the party charter, which is basically the Constitution of China, trying to give himself immortality, try to centralize power to himself.
These people are nuts. Oh my gosh.
So I think he's not going to do anything before October 18th. But
Oh my gosh.
everything right now and that happens in China is focused on that Congress. But after that Congress may last 3 or 4 days or a week. But after that, Xi Jinping may be more likely to do something about North Korea. Because he says he's a world power and he can't even take care of a country that's on his doorstep.
Well, you know what's so interesting about the whole China situation is that internally they're also politically becoming so unstable. They have all sorts of, organizations inside, different types of, factions within their nation. They're literally constantly fracturing. Communities and large bodies of people are trying to get more freedom, trying to reach out and stretch their worlds into intermittent freedom, you name it, because of the heavy censorship grid, the surveillance grid, the control grid that they have there, even though they have limited economic free zones. But people are getting sick and tired of it. They want access to freedom in the world. And so even the Chinese government itself is dealing with all these factions, all this fraction, and trying to keep themselves together. Unfortunately, the problem with that is that historically it's always been war. All right, let's get back to these guys.
Aimed at Seoul and other things, there are tunnel entrances. The U.S. has satellite intelligence on all that stuff. But there's no way, I think, that we're going to get a full-scale decapitation here if it happens.
We should get Joel Skousen on the show.
We may not have to, in the sense that the U.S. military is going to say, to what degree is Kim Jong-un going to retaliate? I mean, as I said, he can do a partial retaliation, and I think that's what...
Why do you think he won't go do what he said and attack Seoul with the artillery?
Because if China doesn't back him up, he's going to get destroyed. He cannot win a war against the United States military.
So you think he may not be completely insane?
No, I absolutely think he's not insane. He's an egotist. He's he is trying to save face. He is a blustering egotist, but he's not
Joel
insane.
Skousen
And the people I've talked to
is
that
correct.
really know North Korea say he's not insane.